What is up, you guys? I am back with Yellow Vegapunk. This was actually my first deck that I ever played, so I'm happy to bring my current build to you guys today. The leader is just fantastic. Even though you only have 2 life cards, you have way more defense than you'd expect, and you can play down a 5-cost character for only 1 Dawn, and you can do this right away. So the best card in this deck is the 5-cost Vegapunk. He's a blocker and can play a character off the top of your deck for free. I also play 5 copies of Shaka, he's another great blocker, and 4 copies of Atlas because she's a really consistent attack that your opponent just can't get over. I play 4 copies of Pythagoras because he also will bring something back from the trash to keep your field presence up. I play 4 copies of Lilith because she also nets you a card when you play her down, and I play 4 copies of this Lilith because she's a searcher, also getting you that card in your hand. I play this Lilith because she's another searcher, and then for 2Ks, I play 4 copies of Edison, 4 copies of Frankie, and then 3 copies of this Edison. For some extra defense, I also play 4 copies of Rayquaza Help, which not only is a great counter event, but the trigger is also just fantastic. I play 3 copies of Jewelry Bonnie and 4 copies of the 4-cost Sanji. I think this card is super underrated. So this is what the deck looks like. We play basically all 4 and 5 cost characters to make the best use of our leader's effect, with of course the 9-cost Bonnie to help us go for game. The cards you want to see right away are definitely the 3-cost and 5-cost Liliths because they replace themselves when you play them down, so you're able to fill up your field while not really losing anything out of your hand. The 5-cost Atlas is also really great because if you play her down right away, you can just keep attacking and they really just can't attack over her because you'll have less life than your opponent, so they just won't be able to do anything about it. Having field presence is super important, so I really like the 5-cost Pythagoras as well because on KO, he's able to play back something like your 3-cost Lilith to help you keep your plays alive. The 5-cost Shaka is also very important because he is a nice 6k blocker that you can just play down for free. And importantly, all these cards that I just mentioned are scientist cards, which go hand in hand with the 5-cost Vegapunk, which will let you play these guys off of the top of your deck, and you won't have to trash a card from your hand as long as your opponent has 3 or more characters. That's why he's okay to see in the beginning, but I tend to like to use him later in the game because hand advantage is really important in Vegapunk. Once you lose your hand, it definitely becomes a lot tougher to claw your way back. This deck is super aggressive, so it's nice to go first because you can drop one of your 5-cost bodies on your 1 Dawn turn and then attack with it on your 3 Dawn turn, and they'll probably be distracted on your characters, so they won't be attacking your life, so it really works out that you only have 2. Going second isn't too bad though, especially if you see the 1-cost Lilith, because on your first turn, you can throw her down as well as one of your 5-cost characters, and then on your 4 Dawn turn, you can throw down the 3-cost Lilith as well as another 5-cost character, so you're still able to fill up your field. I definitely recommend throwing cards onto the field rather than putting them into your life right away, because attacking is super important and it's really easy for your opponent to just starve you. So despite the fact that most of these guys have triggers that will play themselves, it's often best just to throw them down right away. If I am going to put something in my life though, I usually shoot for the Rayquaza Help because he gives you the choice to play anything back from your trash. So it can even be the 5-cost Vegapunk, which could then hit the 5-cost Shaka, so then suddenly you have 2 extra blockers out of nowhere. But again, Vegapunk grabs any of your scientist characters, so even grabbing a Lilith or a Pythagoras will really help you put extra pressure on your opponent, and his on KO effect, for instance, is just really good because you can chain it into something like Sanji to make sure that you have extra attacks every single turn that your opponent just isn't going to be able to handle. You'll easily be able to sap cards out of your opponent's hand, and then you can just drop the 9-cost Bonnie, force them to take a life card, and then finish them off. This deck is super aggressive, and I've been having fun playing him for a really long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. If you want to play this list, I left a link to it in the description of the video. And if you're wondering what I play on, this is duelvoyager.com. It is a fantastic new site that has so many more features than the other sim. You can save and share replays, spectate live matches, and unlock alt arts like this Vegapunk leader that I have here. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. I left a link to it in the description as well. And while we're at it, you should join my Discord community too. It's the best place to hang out and talk with me. I'd be happy to deck build with you guys, and I host a tournament every single week which I'm trying to get massive tournaments going, and for that, I need your help. So go ahead and join. They're a ton of fun and completely free to play in, and I just love to see you there. But anyways, if you're still here, you're the best, and I'll see you guys next time.